Creating Mia in inZoi, Part 1. Hey, how are ya? Welcome or welcome back to an introvert's paradise. I'm Kendra Kaiju, and before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you to all the nice people who liked and subscribed and even left me a couple of nice comments. It's been a nice shot in the arm, a nice pick-me-up. I'm not used to this. People liking my stuff, people being nice to me. Oh my god, this is what it feels like. But again, thank you. Hopefully I'll be able to deliver some great content and you'll enjoy it. And we'll begin that journey today with a Create a Zoi. Today I'm creating Mia, who'll be going down the K-pop star career path. Because my god do I love K-pop. So I'm super excited about getting to play that career path. And I gotta say, this was actually, I don't know if challenging is the right word, but I certainly took 7 or 8 tries. I've got it down to 2 options. I'm gonna do, I guess, 2 videos. I'll do a part 1, part 2, show you both options that I'm down to. I think I know which one I'm going with. Maybe you can help me decide. After you watch both, maybe leave a comment, see which one you think is better. But thankfully, there's a bit of time before I have to make that decision. But really thankfully, I don't have a ton of time to make that decision because inZoi's out tomorrow night. Now I get the first at least 2 hours is gonna be me downloading the game and probably compiling shaders. Oh, but during those 2 hours where it's downloading, I'm taking a nap. I'm pulling an all-nighter tomorrow. In fact, the only people that are gonna see me for the next week is Mia and her boyfriend Kyle. Now I certainly didn't have a clear-cut idea and game plan for what I wanted Mia to look like. I think that maybe that's why it's taken so many shots, why I've had to try 7-8 times before this. It's a lot of experimenting with what works and what doesn't. Makeup is one of those things that doesn't work for me. I have no idea. I tried to mess around with the makeup. I'm like, she looks like a clown now. I'm gonna have to restart. You don't see that in this video. That's one of the 7-8 other tries. This, what you're watching now, is a remake of the 7th or 8th try where I'm like, okay, I think this is it. I'm happy with this. Now let's make a video. I guess the game plan was to make sure I transform the presets enough where it wasn't just playing with the preset, where it wasn't like you're watching the video and you're like, well, that's a preset, he just changed the hair out. But at the same time, because of how well done these presets are, how beautiful all the characters were, I didn't want to lose the beauty of the character, just transform it so it's different than what was already there. And speaking of beauty, the one feature that I chose to actively neglect in this is the symmetry feature, or asymmetry feature. Beautiful people tend to be very symmetrical, and when creating a K-pop idol, beauty's a part of it. They're not like us normies, where one eye's bigger than the other one, nose is crooked, mouth is crooked, dying alone. And even though I didn't model Mia after anybody, what I did do was I looked up all the K-pop idols that I find very attractive, and I actively studied their face, and I was like, what is it about you that makes you attractive? So I got some pointers on what worked for me and what didn't. And I found that for the most part, big eyes with a small mouth, that was a common trait amongst the K-pop idols that I found to be more attractive than the other ones. And I'm not gonna lie, just looking at it now in playback, those eyes look pretty dead. I probably need to bring them a little bit closer together and just hope that when I play, when they blink and stuff, it doesn't look as robotic and dead. And as for body type, there are definitely way too many K-pop girls that are way too skinny. Like I saw a clip of Rosé the other day from Blackpink, and she was way too skinny. I'm like, somebody get this girl a cheeseburger, what is going on here? A strong gust of wind's gonna send her into next week. What are we doing here? The rule of thumb is, if we can play xylophone off of your ribs, you're too skinny. I opted for something in the vein of Jiho from Twice. A little bit of muscle definition. You know, I didn't give her a home gym for no reason. She definitely works out. And I found with the default setting, that the backside was a little on the flat side. I didn't want to give her a big old badunkadunk or anything like that, but a little junk in the trunk doesn't hurt. Again, she works out a lot, so there'd definitely be some growth back there. So that's basically this version of Mia. I'm pretty happy with her. Now, she doesn't look fully Korean, but I wrote this character at least 10 years ago, probably more at this point, and she's evolved over the years. Her name wasn't even Mia to begin with. And at one point, she was half Asian and half Caucasian, so if I go with this version, that will be the version of the story that I tell. And there's plenty of interesting tales just off the top of my head, like the clashing of cultures, liking one side better than the other, if not straight up hating one side of themselves. Lots of interesting stories to tell. But we're not quite there yet. One more day, that's it. Alright, thank you for tuning in. I'll talk to you next time. Stick around for part 2 if you liked what you saw. Well, until next time, I'm Kendra Kaiju, and this is an Introvert's Paradise. Just get through another day.